All right, I am live. Is my sound live? That's another question. I won't know till somebody comes on and tells me they can hear me loud and clear. Nobody on the porch yet. Nobody on the porch. Got one on the porch. Leave me a thumbs up, please, so I know you can hear me. One on the porch. Can you hear me? I'm too sick of this computer that I've got here. I just have to give it on. How about it, the person on the porch? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I just typed it in here. Got three on the porch. Can you hear me? Testing, testing, testing. Somebody please on the porch tell me whether you can hear me or not. Now, can you read down here? Lord have mercy. You know what? I just might as well. Got one, but can you hear me? Can you hear me? Got four on the porch. Can anybody on the porch hear me? Give me a thumbs up. What happened to my thumbs up? They took it back. Well, thanks. You know, think I might just, they're not telling me if they can hear me or not. How about it, folks? Can you hear me? Well, I had somebody give me a thumbs up, and then they took it away. Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me, folks? Testing, testing, testing. Well, Saturday night, maybe I ain't got no bitters coming up tonight. Okay. I can't get no response. Can you hear me? How about it, folks? I'll give you just a few more minutes. Got some things I want to talk about, people, but I ain't gonna talk to the air here, you know. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Oh, I wanted to talk about boarding house. Among a couple of other things. I wonder who gave me the thumbs up and then took it away. If you can hear me, all you got to do is type in and say yes or no. Oh, okay. You can hear me. Well, thank you so much. I was beginning to think nobody could hear me. But no, I was talking to somebody a couple of days, and this man, and this woman got married, and they're right now they're staying in a motel. They're talking about how hard it is to get a roof or something over your head, and a household started and everything. And I got to thinking of that. I don't know how it is now, but back in the 50s and 60s, you could drive through some neighborhoods and you see these occasional signs on the front of houses that said boarding house. And you could go up there and knock on the door or ring the doorbell and talk to the person that's running the boarding house. And usually it's an old lady. And usually the house is pretty big, probably got 7 or 8 bedrooms in it, and a couple of bathrooms in the upstairs. And the boarding house that me and my dad stayed in when I was 16 and 17 was an old lady, and I called her Ma. Her and I become pretty close. And we got a room, me and Dad, we got a room together. It cost him $15 a week. It cost me $15 a week. Plus, that included 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 7 days a week. And you know, so there it was, no deposit, just pay the first $15 and pay it every week. You had a roof over your head, clean bed linens, a bed to sleep in, and a room. Of course, the bathrooms were shared, uh, and had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if you went to work during the day, she packed you a lunch to take with you to work. So for there you go. Cost me $60 a month to stay there and have food and have electricity and heat and all that stuff. That was a bargain. It was a bargain then. Of course, it'd be a lot higher than that now. But I just got telling that guy about it. Boy, it's a shame you can't find a boarding house. But in some states and some cities, boarding houses are illegal now. You can't have a boarding. You can't run a boarding house due to regulations they got. And I've got to thinking back. I can remember pretty much everything about it, but I don't remember what we did about our clothes. Did she wash our clothes? I don't remember. I don't remember what. I'm sure we washed our clothes, but that was just a fantastic uh, deal, and it actually felt like it was me, my dad, and three other men. One of them's name was Oscar, and he was a pain in the ass. But the other one, I don't know what his first name was, but everybody called him Preacher. And the other was Willie. Then there was the landlady. She had a room downstairs to herself and a bathroom to herself, along with her granddaughters. Which the granddaughters wanted y'all to call me talk about. I had a fling with this girl, her granddaughter, the one that got pregnant and had a divorce and all that. We broke up with her, but and I had access to the living room anytime that the granddaughter was home. We'd go in the living room, sit there and watch TV and stuff, drink coffee, no liquor or anything like that, and watch them. And Bill, the girl, she said that man that played Hal Gunn will travel, Richard Boone, I think. She said he is so ugly, he is handsome. But anyhow, that yes, I wonder why the Ford houses got off. That would be an answer to a lot of people. I know there's people that will rent rooms in their house, but I don't know what if that includes everything in the boarding house. That was it's just an incredible buy. You couldn't beat it. And if you still have, that's how I would recommend somebody starting out. Is going out on get your butt in the boarding. Of course, nowadays, and that they really didn't do any. The lady, when she took on a new boarder, I don't know if she checked them out or not. Of course, she wouldn't have had no one. She had a phone. She never watched TV. But me and the granddaughter, we did. Me and the granddaughter had a great relationship and everything. And the granddaughter, she worked at R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company. And I smoked Winston cigarettes, and she smoked Winston cigarettes. And guess what? That's the brand she was making when she went to work every day. And she's telling about how many thousands of cigarettes she used to make. she run the machine that rolled the cigarettes and put the filter on. But that's days gone by. I don't know if you even have a forecast. I don't know. I've heard some places it's illegal to do that. But boy, if you still could have it, you would probably be very wise to do checks on not just let them come knock on the door and hang you $15 and you got them there in your house because you can lock your bedroom door, but the house is just wide, it's open. I mean, you can even go to the kitchen if you want to, but we never messed in Ma's kitchen. But all that come to a crashing halt one day. She fell above the hip and she died. And everybody had to go out and find her a new boarding room and just lay in it, except me and my dad. Uh, we was pretty close to the old lady and her granddaughter, especially I was close to them. And we went and rented a house together. But that didn't last long because that's when she got pregnant and everything. And she told me I didn't want her that. When I told her I didn't want her to have an abortion, and she wanted to, and I was try to help take care of her and everything. And she called me Mackie. And she said, Mackie, you're just a boy. Well, I was 7. She was 21. Maybe I was just a boy, but that just tore me up so bad. And I took off to Florida, stay at my mother's. And that's when I joined the Army when I was 18. So why? I thought not anybody coming on the line. What's up with all that? But to me, that was some good times for me, that couple of years. And of course, Daddy drank all the time. Even in our room, he had always had a gallon of white lightning liquor. Uh, he sure drank that. And he didn't have the white lightning. He had bottles of Stillbrook corn. That was kind of like white lightning, except it was legal. The stuff he got in the gallon jars, it was illegal stuff he bought from the But yeah, boarding houses, that's the same in the past. Of course, there's a lot of things back then that you had, don't have now. You sure can't buy a brand new Ford for $2,100 or a Chevrolet. Uh, I don't understand why. I don't understand why things, like if you base, I'm, I started out at 75 cents an hour when I got a regular job. Then I got to $1. But everybody starts getting raises, well, when you whatever job you're dealing in, most time it's manufacturing something or something like that. That means if they got to start paying the help more, they got to raise the prices more. So would it have been possible would it have been possible for nobody getting raises, but yet the price was down? You know, you get a jar of mayonnaise for 29 cents. You get a pound of hamburger for 29 cents. Uh, you should get well, you didn't buy gallons in, but quarts of milk was about 28 cents a quart. Eggs was 29 cents a dozen. Bread was a loaf of bread was 12 and 14 cents. But when all the people making all them different products get raises, it seems like to me that what it is. It makes the price of the product go up to the consumer. And as the prices go up, you got to get more raises. So every time one goes up, the other goes up. So I don't understand economics. I don't understand why it has to change. Uh, Instead of getting raises, get an advance to a higher paying job. And work your way up. I mean, shoot, gas. Uh, I can remember 23 cents a gallon on gas. I can remember 19 cents a gallon for kerosene for heat. So it's unreal how things change and why they change. I wish I could understand it, but I can't understand it. No need for me to even try. I could think about it as far as understanding it. I'll never understand why. Like right now, I don't understand why I ain't got no more than two subscribers on the line right now. Two. It's all I got. I don't even know who they are. I don't even have a thumbs up for crying out loud. So maybe Saturday night is a bad night to uh, Saturday night is a bad night. I see here. I can't tell. But right now it is 44 degrees in Ocala, Florida. It's been upwards of almost 60 degrees in a day. Next few days, the temperature's supposed to be going up. So maybe I can get my butt out there and get some work done. And I still haven't gotten my refund back. I don't. I guess I've lost it. Uh, I go back on that site and try to find somebody to talk to, but you can't find nobody. I somehow or other I found somebody one day on there, and that's how I know that. And then I got an email saying your refund is on the way, but I ain't never seen it. Plus, the refund was supposed to be $99, but what they said they would refund you was $77. So, and the advertised a full refund if not satisfied. If that's not happening, I don't know who's on there now. I wish y'all would somebody at least give me one thumbs up. This is the first time I ain't never had a thumbs up. I don't know. Maybe I just quit having these live streams because I have them mainly because I like to talk to people, and I haven't been able to talk to nobody except myself with this screen. But it's still cold. My back's cold. My heater's going down here. And I didn't get, by the way, I went to bed last night at midnight. I didn't get up to 3 o'clock today. I woke up 2 or 3 times, but it was so cold I just didn't want to get out under those covers. But that's the way it goes. I wouldn't be sleeping so much what's cold, because the only way I can get warm in here, really warm, is to get in the bed. Get in the bed. And like I said, it's 40 degrees. Unless it gets dropped to 43. I wish we could afford to run the heat. I mean, we've got central air and heat, but to run that electric just costs, it costs a lot. It costs a lot. But anyhow, that's what's going on with the Dauber today. And I ain't got nobody coming on or talking to me at all. So, uh, except Lovebug. Lovebug did come on so she could hear me. So that's all. Somebody, another one just come on the porch. Who are you? Would you give me a thumbs up, please? Them thumbs up means a lot to me. And some people just don't. Some people is on there like um, I forget the name. They're on the phone and they can't do a thumbs up. That could be some of them. Love bug must be on the computer. She could give me a thumbs up. Oh, somebody just gave me a thumbs up. So I got one. Well, folks, I thought the whole idea about having these live streams is people want to talk about different things. And I'm open to talk about anything, but almost anything. I don't want to talk about politics much. I don't want to talk about religion. I mean, you could say, God bless you or something like that, as far as discussing the aspects of religion and what religion you are and what I am and all that stuff. I don't want to go there. Um, but it's just one of them things, you know. That, nobody seems to want to talk about it. I love to talk to people when I'm not riding on the scooter, but most of the time, every time I be going down the sidewalk and I'm on pass by, I always say, "How you doing? Have a good day," or something like try to get a conversation going, but they got that phone and then look at that phone right there. And they're not ears sometimes. Used to be you walk down the street in your neighborhood and people, lots of times people be sitting on the porch and stuff. But you don't see that anymore. Everybody's inside, and they don't want to talk. And look, without riding down the road in on my scooter and I say, "How you doing?" or "Have a nice day" or something, most of the time they respond. They might say, "You too" or something, but they keep on walking. Don't want to talk. Don't want to talk. Sometimes I can force a conversation, but you hate to do that. It's not really polite. You know, I might say something correct and get a response, then I tell them what they really want to talk about. But it's just one of them things today. Facts about today. Cold hard facts of life. Um, I've always been an outgoing person. I've always been able to just talk to strangers and stuff. My daughter says it too. She said, you need to quit talking to people you don't know. Well, I disagree with that. My wife's the same way. And it just, and my sister-in-law told me one time me and her husband, we was in this big buffet and they got this guy in there playing the piano. And me and my sister-in-law's husband, we just started talking to him, carrying on conversation. We go over about 30 minutes. And when we come back to our table, my sister-in-law, she said, why do y'all do that? You go up and talking to perfect strangers and stuff like that. Well, we were strangers, but we're not now, you know. But me and him was kind of the same type of person. You guys now, my sister-in-law, everybody's died. One day I'm going to let you know to how many people in my family that I remember has died. And this is fun. All of my aunts and uncles. And I had 10 aunts and 10 uncles that all did. And a bunch of my first cousins. And I mean, there was like 40 or 50 of us first cousins. And who knows how many second cousins. But makes me sad the way, but makes me happy the way that at least I got to know. I got to grow up with all the ups and downs. All right, nobody's talking, so I guess I'm gonna call it quits for now. I've been yapping about 38 minutes and 2 seconds. So, um, folks, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm not going to bed just yet because I ain't been up, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, and I'm not tired. I'm not tired. But anyway, look, guys, send send me your. Here, let me write type this in right quick. Hold on. Oh, all right. What's wrong with that? Emerald Skies ASMR. Oh, he hears me. Is that somebody that just come on? Yes, that's guys, if you want to send me an email, that's my email, and leave send me an email. I automatically have a record of your email address because if something happens on my end that I can't get on or something, I can at least send you emails to let you know what's going on. And also, if you send me an email, send me your birthday. I'd like to send you these little email birthday notes. Uh, but nobody seems to want to do that much. But Emerald Skies, are you new to my channel, Emerald? I don't recognize your name. I don't recognize. Oh, yes, you are. Well, I do try to do a video every day. I appreciate thumbs up. I appreciate comments and watching my ads. I don't make hardly much money on YouTube, but every time somebody watches the video and watches the ads too, it helps me out a little bit. And, but I try to do a video every day, and I try to do a live stream every other day, usually around about 9 or 10 o'clock. And please subscribe to my channel. That helps me too. But where are you located at, Emerald Skies? Are you in this country? And if so, what state? I'm trying to think what SMR means. It looks familiar. I'm 83. I shouldn't be 84, so I'm not too sharp anymore. Not too sharp anymore. But I appreciate you coming by for sure. Pennsylvania. Uh, yeah, I've got several subscribers in PA. One of my subscribers was even at that rally. It was Butler, Pennsylvania, where somebody took a shot at Trump. One of my subscribers was even at that rally. Um, she said it was kind of scary. Oh, you was there too? Does that mean you're a Trump supporter? Um, well, everybody knows I was a Trump. Everybody knows I'm a Republican, but I've got no malice or hatred of anybody that's not a Republican. Um, Everybody else except, I mean, we do get some terrible people in office sometimes. It's hard to accept them. Born and raised Republican. Well, I was born and raised, but my, most of my aunts and uncles and my granddaddy was a Democrat. And but most of my first cousins are Republicans. So I don't know how that come about. But granddaddy sure didn't like no Republicans. He sure didn't. But I had one uncle that was a Democrat. And that one uncle and one of my first cousins is a Republican. Him and my uncle got into it at the family reunion one time. that was a sight to behold. They almost come to blows. It was about Bill Clinton. That sounds good, my friend. I don't fly any kind of political anything in my yard. I'll fly the American flag, but as far as uh, political party and stuff, nope, I don't do it. I got tired of it getting tore down and everything, and I just don't do it no more. Plus, if I put a if I put a Republican sign in my yard, my daughter, we live together, if she seen it, it would get took down. Same thing here. If she put one up, I'd take it down. It's kind of funny, kind of funny, but it is what it is. But it's not like you used to. Used to Democrats and Republicans they scrapped a lot, but it was in jest. They made jokes about it and stuff like that. But it's not like that anymore. Not like that anymore. People get really upset. I don't know why. Uh, I noticed a lot of those migrants is being deported already. One place they got like 500 and something, and they're putting them on military planes and taking them back to Venezuela and Guatemala and Mexico. They were taking some back. So it's going to take a long time. And he says they're all going, but I don't see how he's going to do it. I can't see it. But I ain't Friday Club on the tree. You're too old to care what people think. I will believe what I want to believe. Well, I'll do that too. But, and I really don't care what people think as long as it's their opinion. But I want everybody to like me, which is impossible. So I always got somebody that leaves me thumbs down. There'll be two or three thumbs down on this live stream too. But anyhow, folks, I have been, and I love talking to people up close to my age. It's 80s. I'm 83, be 84 in March, and don't know how much longer I'll be around. I feel like I can make it to 90. I don't know. Anyhow, I've been talking 48 minutes, so I don't look it. I sure feel it. I got in 2020. I got that dang COVID-19, and I was walking and getting around in 2020. But when they got ready to discharge me from the hospital, it almost killed me. I got up and I just about fell because I couldn't walk. And I've been in and out of uh, now I'm having that thing, rehab. Now, I've been in three different rehabs, maybe four, since then. But they just can't seem to get me. I can stumble a little bit, hold on to a walker, but not safe. Uh, so I don't reckon I'll ever walk again like I want to. But it sure did a number on me, that's for sure. What time is it? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I might go to bed at 12. But anyhow, folks, I appreciate y'all so much. Anybody got any more comments, put them up there and we'll talk about it. Otherwise, I'm going to get out of here. It's colder than a well digger's butt right now. Right now, it's dropped to 42. It's supposed to be warming up, but it's still giving out frost winds in the morning. But I can't get outside and scrap and do the thing I want to do with my handicap scooter. It's just cold, and when it's real cold, it affects the longevity of the battery in my scooter. I'm supposed to be able to go about 7 miles in my scooter. So that means I can only go about 3 miles out because I got to have enough charge to get back. And I'm a veteran in the VA furnace that one. Matter of fact, that's the second one they've given me because I wore the first one out already. And since I use it when the weather's okay, I use it. And I've only been hit by a vehicle once, and that time it was enough to mess my scooter up somewhat. But it didn't hurt me. And it was his fault, and I wouldn't let him call the police or anything. I didn't want him to get in trouble. He was driving a beer truck. I didn't want him to get in trouble. And yeah, I probably could have pushed it and got some money out of that deal, but that didn't even occur to me when that happened. It only occurred to me later that evening, but I still didn't want to do anything like that. But anyhow, that's my story today, and I'm sticking to it. And good Lord willing, I'll see you in the next one. By the way, Emerald, how old are you? I bet you're younger than me. 50, yeah. Boy, I'd like to see 50 again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's about, let's see, how old is that? I'm 83, he's 34. Uh, do the math. What, 34, 33 years younger? Yep. That sounds, I guess I was in about around 50. And see, back in that time, when he got into the first grade, he wanted to join the Cub Scouts, which is part of the Boy Scouts. And he joined the Cub Scouts, and I went all the way through that. He stayed in the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts for 14 years, and I was right there with him, doing the campouts and all that stuff, and hikes. I wish I could do it now. But I can't do it. Anyhow, folks, that's my story. Oh, you're an Eagle Scout? You know, Donovan made it to life, and he has cerebral palsy. Not a severe case of it, but enough to affect the way he thinks and does things. But he made it all the way to life and made up a list of things he was going to do for project and all that stuff. But all of a sudden, he just lost interest. He could have made Eagle. He could have made Eagle, but he just like. And the troop we were in was a fantastic troop. And every year, that troop was turning about 2 or 3 Eagle Scouts every year. The Scoutmaster was the Eagle. And before we got into that troop, we was in Troop 504, and started falling apart. And I even stepped in as the scoutmaster, but I'm just not scoutmaster material. And I decided to shut the troop down and take all the boys and all of our equipment over to this troop called 563. And that was the best move I ever made as far as that troop. We did Troop 504. But it was a great troop. Got a lot, made a lot of friends. Man, I wish I could do it again. But it is, that's all done. I had my time, and I still got time. I don't know how much, but that's where we're at. I appreciate it so much, folks, all y'all stepping in, and hats off to you, sir, for making Eagle Scout. And I'll probably do this today, Saturday. I'll make a live stream on Monday night, and I'll be putting up another video for tomorrow. If it's warm enough for me to get out there and do it. Thank y'all so much. Love you. Appreciate it. See ya. Now, there we go.